Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ike from Rally to Athena, and today I'm going to be showing you a secret that I've been holding for many months. So as you know, or may not know, well, I like war, you know? I'm one of those guys that like to bring out a go-ho, maybe like, go all in or something, and smash a couple bases. But I find that the most important part of a war is your own base. Now, you can argue with me, you can say, no, attacking is more important, but I'm going to disagree 100% of the time and say, if you have bases that your opponents can't beat, then they're not going to win the war. Of course, if you can't beat them either, then, well, that's another problem. But, something you can always improve on is your base. Your attacking skills depend on the base you're attacking. But, if you have a good defense, well, you'll go places. But anyway, I've been using this war base for about 5 months now, and it has not once been 3-starred by a Town Hall 9. Yes, it has been 3-starred by Town Hall 11s in the new update, and it's been 3-starred by Town Hall 10s, but let me tell you, it takes usually them like 5 attacks to get it, which is really good, especially since in our wars, I'm probably the lowest guy. So, take a look at it. If you want, pause the video now, try it out for yourself, and be very careful when you're placing down these bombs on the outside. All these bombs, they're in really good spots where they are. You can move some around, like this one I might end up moving like over here or something, but you want to keep them 2 spots away from the wall. And the ones over here on this side, these tend to blow up wall breakers more often than not, which causes some fails. And yes, when I say it has not been 3-starred by Town Hall 9s, I'm talking about Town Hall 9s who actually tried to 3-star it. So yeah, I know, it's defended against Quad Golem Go Wiz. Okay, that's not really hard to do. Well, not defended, but it has not gotten 3-starred. Thank God. Um, so, we're going to take a look at some of my defenses with it. Now, let's take a look at our war right now. The war I was meaning to show you guys got wiped. I got attacked 7 times and took them 7 tries to 3-star me. They had to use like a Town Hall 10, or Town Hall 11 actually, with a Grand Warden and all. So they had to bring out their big stuff on me. So this is our opponent's side. You can tell, Town Hall 10s almost all the way up, and then you got maybe like 3 Town Hall 11s at the top. Almost the same for us, we have a few more Town Hall 11s. And yeah, we got at the very bottom 1, 2, 3 Town Hall 9s. See, I'm the very lowest guy here, so you'd expect me to get pretty smashed by these guys, but it's not really the case right now. So let's take a look at my first defense right here. I know it's kind of sounding like, hey, look at me, this is good. Well, I just want to share this with you guys. Hopefully you can have the same success, and if you do, using this war base, if you're a Town Hall 9, tell me how you do. I just want to know. See, I don't always get the best exposure to 3-star attacks. I've had a couple here and there in some ranged wars. Oh my gosh, this guy's using 5 golems. I thought it was only like 4. Alright, so as you see, at the very bottom, some of the bombs did go off on the wall breakers, but they did get some wizards, and they got a nice spring trap there going off. Almost every single person who attacks me attacks from the bottom. And if they're going for the 2-star, almost every time it's from the bottom because the Town Hall's right there. I highly recommend a Lava Hound in the Killing Castle, especially if they are not luring it out, because right here you see all his troops are just getting stuck like, against these walls here. Yeah, they're going to get the Town Hall. Alright, so he's at 32%. Let's take a look around the base. Got a lot of unprotected structures at the top, so I think at this point, even if he did have troops left, like sufficient troops to go through the base, it's kind of unlikely that he'd still get the 3-star, and the reason I leave it so open like this is you see his queen walks around. Things like this happen. If you have a person who is not really good at funneling, this guy was pretty decent at funneling. He made a quite a wide funnel there. But in this case, his queen ends up going around. It doesn't make really much of a difference. But in general, you want to have those buildings way spaced out if it's anti-3-star base. And I know at the top you see there's some archers, but again, not the objective. You want it anti-3, not anti-2. And as you see, he's about to get the 2nd star right here. Let's just fast forward through this. I mean, it's really not that exciting. You got a couple golems going in, and right here, this death trap right here. You got these Teslas and this Expo, actually 2 Expos, one of them went down, and a skeleton trap, and then I have a double giant bomb right there by the air defense that just went down. The double giant bombs aren't that greatly placed, but against surgical hogs, it does manage to take out quite a few, and the death trap there of Teslas, that usually does make a big difference. Let's take a look at another defense. So, yeah, you can see, like, right this gap, ton of Teslas, that's the highest DPS area in the base, and let's see, this guy's probably going to attack me from the same side that the other guy did. Actually, he's going to use Lava Loon. So, I don't really understand what was going through this guy's head. I think he was trying to spread out his hounds, but this one right here went onto this air defense, so there's 3-on-1, which is a terrible, terrible misfortune for him. He probably would have gotten a lot further in my base had that not happened. So he's gonna send out his freeze spell, because Town Hall 9's, you know, why not give them the freeze spell? Let's make Town Hall 10 completely useless besides the Inferno Towers. Yeah, okay. So, you can see the Town Hall taking a bit of damage, and later on in the raid, it's gonna go down. You know, you saw 2-star, but up here, we had a nice clumping of balloons. I mean, the base, any base that has storages on the inside is going to clump up balloons, just because, you know, if your balloons, how do I explain this? Well, you have a bunch of defenses on the outside layer. Balloons go and target them, and then their next target is something on the inside. But if there's a storage in one compartment, like let's say over here, so if I have a bunch of balloons sent to this archer tower, then to this wizard tower, they're going to go off to either side. They're going to go to this mortar right here, and this mortar right here, and then they'll end up back in the middle with all these Teslas. Now if I had some, now say they did that on this side, where I had a wizard tower, they'll get clumped up and destroyed. So keep that in mind when you're building a base. You want to have a couple storages on the inside. I don't have all of mine, I have like 3 on the outside, but they're really good against air attacks like this. So you can see he's going to get my Town Hall pretty easily. Let's speed this up a little bit. You know, I hope these tips have helped you. Queen's going to take down the Town Hall. I mean, not really exciting there. Clutch level 8 Queen for the win. Yeah. And he's got his king on the top getting destroyed by my defenses up there. And the Queen is going to get a lovely little encounter with my hound, and she's going to go down. So, that's enough for this base. Like I said, I had some really great defenses. If Town Hall 10's attacking me and getting close to 3-star, but they didn't lose because of time. They lost because of defense, which is the important part. You don't want to have these lucky victories. But let me just brag about my clan real quick. So we had TB. He attacked a Town Hall 10, and he 3-starred it. Now, when you look at it, I know it's got Town Hall 8 defenses. Alright. But it has 2 multi-infernos, and he's got a clan castle. It's, you know, well in there. It's not lurable. So he's going to come at it, and at first when I was watching this live, I thought it was just a lava loon. But it turns out he brought a clan castle golem, which is an amazing idea. I mean, obviously, you know, you got Golaloon, he's making his funnel there, yeah, with those 3 minions, and he's going to send down his clan castle golem, which was a great choice. That extra defense, you know, extra tanking power of having it be a max golem and not level 4, it's going to make the difference in this raid. So you see his queen immediately locks onto it. Love the wall breakers, they don't get shot down by any sort of splash, and he's got some early skeleton traps he has to encounter, takes care of them just fine, saves a couple wizards, and those go in. Now we have some we've grounded expos up there, and the balloons coming. Luckily, he's got a maxed out poison in his clan castle. He'll take that out nice and easy. All those balloons get nice and slowed. I mean, if you have a poison spell and balloons at all, and some air targeting troop like a queen, they just move so slow that they're pretty much useless. And here's where the level 25 queen comes into play. This air defense right here, it's going to get taken down. Even though it's level 6, it's the only level 6 air defense in the base, it's going to make a difference. Now he starts with his lava loon part. Now they get a little bit clumped up, but they have a nice split right here. And although there's like a Tesla or an Archer Tower right there taking down a couple of them, it's not going to matter. He's got enough balloons in one area that even that multi-inferno, it just doesn't do enough damage at a time. In addition to that, all of his attacking, you know, his defenses right there, they're all grounded. You got mortars, you got the expos. The only thing that can hurt his balloons right now are the Inferno Towers. So he's pretty much gonna have his way with this base. None of the air defenses or anything that targets air for that matter are well upgraded in this base, and the balloons went straight into the core. It was a pretty much near perfect attack besides the little clumping of balloons. But you know, he's got lava pups, he's got minions on the outside. Even without the extra 30 seconds that they added, this would definitely be a 3-star. And you see, because that air defense is down, at the very end, none of these balloons are going to get completely toasted. Of course, there's a wizard tower there. Not going to be a big deal. It's not strong enough to take down these balloons. Had it been higher level, maybe it might have taken them down. But zoom out a little bit, and you got lava pups pretty much perfectly spread out everywhere. And from here, it's just watching the base get completely toasted. Town Hall 9 3-star, Town Hall 10. You don't see that every day. And I know, maybe Town Hall 8 defenses were a little forgiving here and there, but hey, a 3-star is a 3-star. So, I mean, that's just my little lesson sort of today. I'll go back to my war base. I have a couple. I'll probably show the others in a future video. But I've had the most success with this. So if you want to take a little pause, look at this, you know, Clean Castle in the middle, I highly recommend a Hound. You can move stuff around if you want, you know, maybe move the Archer Queen with the Barbarian King, you know, do what you want, but it's most important when you're building a base that you have storages on the inside somewhere to help slow down, kill squads, and it's also important that you have a triple or a quad Tesla. You don't have to, but it's a really good idea to have one, because even if they know it's there, they're going to have a very difficult time dealing with it, especially if they're running only 2 heal spells. For a go or, you know, maybe if there are 2 rage spells left if it's a Golaloon, but I'd recommend having a lot of DPS in one area of the base. So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you want me to do more base design videos, leave a comment. I love making bases, probably one of my favorite part of the game. And you know, I hope if you want to try this, if you have success, let me know. So as always, Ike out. Thanks for watching, guys.